Welcome to 30-Second Chances, where we ask deep, intricate questions and provide far too little time to formulate thoughtful, reflective answers. My guest today is pro audio guru, Craig Anderton. Craig, how you doing?
I'm doing just great, actually.
Yeah, I see you've got your biggest fan behind you there.
My biggest fan behind. Is there
Sorry.
a fan? Oh, there's a fan in the background. Oh, I turned it off, though, at least.
You
Although we
always
could
turn off
have-
your fans that way?
You could have exciting white noise going on in the background if you prefer.
Nah, that's okay. I'll pass. All right. You know the drill. 30 seconds on the clock and on to the next question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Question number 1. How has the recent shutdown and the current reopening impacted your life and your work?
Well, it hasn't really, because I've always worked at home and I've always avoided people, so it doesn't make much difference. But I am trying to get with the program. I'm reopening my digital storefront on Reverb.com, and it's safe. It's and all that. But the only impact is that magazines don't really want articles right now, because if they sell things at airport kiosks, they're kind of screwed. But that slack is being taken up by like everybody else on the planet. Websites need content, that kind of thing. So it hasn't really affected me that much.
That was weird. We have a different buzzer noise now. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Question number 2. What do you think recovery looks like for the music industry?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Recovery is going to be tough, man. It's the people who have the worst time, of course, are DJs, because they're dependent on large crowds. I mean, that's the whole vibe, the whole party vibe. I don't think streaming is going to pay the bills. I don't know when concerts are going to happen. So I don't know what recovery is going to look like. I really don't. I just really don't know. I hate to be pessimistic about it. I love the idea of drive-in concerts, taking parking lots from Walmart and setting up a concert stage. But I don't know.
Question number 3. If you could have one weird superpower, what would it be?
Oh, a weird superpower. Well, can I have 2? Can I have teleportation and time travel?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Why not? Because I could teleport myself into different times and things like that.
And different places.
Yeah. It'd be cool. The Zoom thing is fun, but it's like I can't actually go where you are, which would be kind of neat if I could. Yeah, that'd be a good superpower. Yeah, these answers aren't very inspiring, are they? I'm sorry, but that's
I'm disappointed. Yes. Question number 4. What would 15-year-old you be most and least impressed about with you now?
What would I be most impressed? Oh, the fact that I survived on my own terms in a hostile world. I think that's probably what I'd be most impressed by. What I'd be least impressed by, let's see. Probably the fact that I do too much stuff. It's like, well, you just decide what you want to be when you grow up and just freaking do it, No, I don't know. I like to record. I like to play. I like to do circuits. I like to write, Lack of focus, yeah.
Short attention span theater.
I'm sorry, what?
Short attention span theater.
What was that?
Huh? What?
Oh, okay.
Next question. Which innovation do you think has had greater impact? Multi-track recording or the digital audio workstation?
Aren't they the same? They do multi-track record. No.
Bet the Wayback Machine here. You remember tape.
Oh, tape. Well, here's the thing about, wow, this is an essay question, because I'll tell you, there's a difference between players and composers. And multi-track recording made it possible for composers to realize their visions. And digital audio workstations make it possible for anybody to realize their visions. So I think this democratization thing is very cool. Music. Wow.
The other thing about the workstation that, in my opinion, has made it different is the undo key.
The undo key is great, but I think that I actually have some. I have a much better answer for how I think the music scene will recover, type of thing.
Oh, do I need to give you 30 more seconds for that one?
Yeah, why don't you give me that one again?
All right then. Repeating a question here. What do you think recovery looks like for the music industry?
Okay, so The idea of music being a big business is a fairly recent development, only really in the last century. Before then, music was always transitory, done by people. If you missed Beethoven's third, you missed Beethoven's third. I mean, that was just the way it was. You had to wait till it came around again. I think the recovery is going to look like people getting into playing music just for the hell of it and having a good time. You know, it'll become more like the hobby and the piano in the main room and stuff like that that it always was.
Wow. What a concept. Okay, I'm going to put 30 seconds more on the clock and allow you to either answer for me any question you wish I had asked, or to just use that time to shamelessly plug whatever you want to plug. Go.
Okay, what question I wish you'd asked me? You know, it's really funny. I'm really not with it today, but anyway. So I think instead I'll just plug my stuff. I mean, I'm redoing the CraigAnderton.com site, which is my digital storefront that I do with Reverb.com, and I'm like doing cool stuff with that and making it grow, while I'm simultaneously working on CraigAnderton.org, which is my free educational site with resources and articles and stuff like that. So those are the main two things that I'm doing these days, and putting products on the .com and putting information on the .org.
You did that very well. In fact, it was spoken fast enough that it was almost like time compression.
Well, not teleportation though. Hey, anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I gave as good answers as I did last time.
I think you did just fine.
You know,
absolutely.
And because like here I have this opportunity to say, you know, I could have had you ask me any question I wanted, and it's like there's a zillion things that that just aren't in my mind right now, but I would think of like, oh, I should have talked about this, you know.
That is actually the chief complaint that I have heard from almost everyone that has done an episode of this. You know, if you had given me a little time to think about it, I could have come up. No, that's the whole point.
Yeah, you want to reveal the fact that I can't think fast on my feet.